Hey there, I'm Brittany Schroeder, and business and marketing are my jam. I'm here to walk you step by step through this crazy thing we call business. I'm a small town girl, chocolate eating, Diet Coke drinking mom, marketing guru, automation Jedi, and all around good time. This is your weekly dose of all things business and life, sprinkled with some fun. This is the Redefine Business Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Redefine Business Podcast. This podcast is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to share a peek into my life and just a little bit of my struggles and the trials that I have gone through in my life. This month will mark 7 years since my son Gage passed away. Not a day goes by that I don't miss him and feel this huge void in my life. And I know this is a business podcast, but I wanted to share a story with y'all about business and life and balance and all the things. The year was 2016. I was living in El Paso, Texas with my husband and 3 kids. I had a very successful high school senior photography business. I'd recently been featured in the Wall Street Journal. I was on Good Morning America. I was asked to judge Miss New Mexico USA. I owned a photography magazine. I had built an incredible brand and I was so proud of it. And I would say I was at the peak of my career. Things were really, really good. I was very blessed in my personal life as well. We'd moved into our dream home. I had great friends. We were traveling to incredible places all over the world. We had the opportunity to give our kids so many life experiences and opportunities. Life was good. The end of the school year in 2016 was quickly approaching, and my oldest son, Gage, who was finishing 8th grade, started having some issues with some of his friends. And like any mother, my focus just quickly turned to helping him work through this trial. He was deeply loyal to his friends, and it was really hard on him. And there's nothing more painful in the world than seeing your kids struggle. You want to save them. You want to take away their pain. Together, we decided, Gage and I, we decided that it was time to just find new friends. Eventually, he worked through it and he found this new group of amazing friends. And again, our house was filled with friends and love and laughter, and it was just so much fun. He was very social and people were drawn to him and they loved him, and he was just a party all the time. I've always loved being a mom, and it's been the most important thing that I have ever done in my life, and it's changed me as a person. It's given me purpose, and there's nothing in this world that I would rather be doing. Like, I love being a mom. I love it. During this time, I had this powerful and compelling insight. My son Gage was getting ready to go into high school, and I had the sobering realization that I only had 4 more years with my oldest son until he moved on to the next stage of his life. I only had 4 more years of driving him to his friends' houses, 4 more years of watching movies together, 4 more years of vacations as a family, 4 more years of daily hugs and kisses and I love yous, 4 more years of spending my days taking care of him every day. And right then and there, I decided that I had to change my priorities. So I raised my prices in my business. I cut back on the amount of clients I took. We sold the photography magazine, and I started saying no to things that took me away from my family. The next year, I spent my days driving cars full of kids all over town, spending too much money on pizza, patching holes in walls from skateboards, going on road trips, picking up wet towels left by the pool, and lots and lots and lots of nights with little to no sleep because our house was filled with rowdy kids. The chaos was music to my ears, and I loved it. And it just brought me so much joy. But the truth of the matter is that I didn't have 4 more years with my son. I had only 1 more year. My son, Gage, was in an accident and passed away on May 17th of 2017. I often look back on that moment when I thought I only had 4 more years with him and recognize that it was a tender mercy. And I feel so grateful that I listened and I trusted myself. And I'm grateful that I took action and I realigned my priorities and I put my family first. And I know that sometimes being a working mom seems like a balancing act that just isn't working. And it feels overwhelming and draining. But if I can give you any advice, it's to listen to yourself and trust your gut and just to take care of the things that are most important to you and never, ever take for granted the people whom you love.